Collections. We all do it. Something about the human spirit makes us want to gather those things that give us the most joy in quantities that you wouldn't believe. I'm going to tell you a few of mine, and I want to hear about what you collect right after this. Hello again, and welcome to the Video Call-In Show, that show that invites you, yes, absolutely you, to be a live guest on the show at any time to talk about whatever you want to, and somebody's already here. But we knew that was going to happen. Yeah, we're on every weeknight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry about the rescheduling problems, folks. For some reason, it went wonky on me, and it shows two different times. I don't understand why that is, but it is what it is. I'm going to try not to do that again. We all know how life can get in the way, and last week life did get in the way, so I had to reschedule. At any rate, you out there are welcome to join the show when it's live to talk about anything you choose to talk about. If that sounds like content that is your cup of tea, by all means, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss a show. Tonight, we are going to talk about collections. What do we collect? We're a strange species. We're not the only one that collects, but we are a strange species in that we will collect a variety of items, most of which are man-made. Not always, but they can be. I'm just going to go over just a few really fast here because I've already got two guests that can't wait to tell me what they collect, and I can't wait to hear it, actually. Well, let's see. I've already talked about the wall of tactical patches. Ed, you don't have to kill your camera, dude. Holy cow. I've talked about the wall of patches. This is I wouldn't say a relatively new one, but I guess it would be relatively new if you considered all the other things that I've kind of put together over the years. That was a big one for me here recently, mainly because of the show. Ed might even recognize the one I have on tonight, which is the Washington State flag. I was a resident of Washington State for 3 years while I was in the military. Loved it up there. And I thought, well, I've got to have a tactical patch with that on it. And here we are with that tactical patch. The others are just things that are important to me. Ones that I find humorous. It's all fun. I haven't counted them, but I know there's got to be 100 over there. And I've got several that didn't make the board. Those are the ones that made the boards. Very few repeats. What most people don't know about me is I also collect Zippo lighters. I haven't explored this for quite some time. Let me just go to these real fast. I have not explored these for quite some time, but I've got a lot in the packages, and they're quite a variety. But it's not just Zippos, actually. I collect the unusual lighters. Look, who remembers these from like the 50s and 60s? Look at this guy. Is that badass? It's a wonderful cigar lighter. I've got poker chips. I've got remember these guys. I mean, I've got a whole slew of these things that I've just accumulated over the years, and I'm digging out of a big box over here, big as it relates to lighters. I actually have two of these guys. I don't even know how. It's really cool, but yeah, center lighter. And several cigar cutters, because I used to be a big cigar smoker when I was a smoker. I try not to do that now because I'm afraid I'll inhale them. This one in particular was my first Zippo lighter. It's black chrome. It's beat to hell. But man, that thing's got miles on it. I've had that probably since the early 80s. Another thing, really quickly, is I also, lazily, but I do collect Oakley sunglasses. For some weird reason, and the thing is, I've got probably 20 pair, and I have yet to pay retail for more than one. So, no, it does not. Crap, my dad makes me watch. That does not cut the cigar at the same time. That was a very good question, actually. I'll show it to you again. Oh, before I get to that though, Here is the worst part of my Oakley collection. I want to know if anyone can identify. We have any Oakley aficionados out there? Can you identify the problem here? There you go. Tell me what that problem is, if you would. Oh yeah, this is actually two pair, and no, they are not supposed to be in four pieces. Those are absolutely not supposed to be in four pieces. The problem with those is these are nanowires, and they're frameless, and they always break at the nose bridge. And I use stuff that I collect. Very very rarely will you see me with what we call a trailer queen. I have two left ears and two right ears, man. No, it's not even a drop. They literally let me address the chat. I'm sorry, folks. They literally will just wear out. And if you can believe that, one pair of those is over $300 retail, which of course I spent probably less than 100 on. And the other pair is a good high 260, 270. It's because of the difference in lenses. And no, they don't it's not a sit on problem because I'm very careful with my sunglasses when they're, expensive. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Who do we have in the chat? Let me get to this real fast. Ed, of course you're in the chat. He's waiting to come on. Patty Broussard, welcome to the show. Welcome. Jesse Mendez was on last week. How you doing, Jesse? And we have Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch. Adam, how you doing? I know, the scheduling was real wonky. Just real wonky. And I also see Susan Hamilton. How you doing? Spencertainment TV. I actually just saw you in Pusha Studios stream not too long ago. And we have American Gold Prospectors. How you doing? And All Metal Mode tends to collect metal detectors. Well, that's an awesome collection. Absolutely. And then we've got let's see, who did I just see? Drone Kings and Darwin. How are you doing? Just noticing the new looking graphics. Just a slight change. And what I've actually done is you see I've moved I've moved the logo to this side. And the reason I did that was because it was getting in the way on the panel shot, and also the two things actually. I was dropping the Zoom link during my guest segments, and that didn't work out real well because I don't know if people knew how to get in. By the way, it's real easy. All you got to do is use that link right there in your browser. There's one exactly like it in the description. You're welcome to click that. That'll get you started with Zoom. We download, and then of course the meeting number there at the end will get you right into my board. And of course I've already got 3 guests lined up already. But and if you don't want to do that, all you've got to do is visit zoom.us, click on join a meeting, and that doesn't download anything, and then use that meeting number, and you also show up on the board. Hello, Crohn's Chick, how are you? Hey, I'm gonna stop your video, bud. Okay, but just hang out, guys. Just hang out. I'll be done here in just a second because I've got like 3 more things, but I'll be very quick about them. I also collect coins. To a certain degree, I've got a very large selection of foreign coins. I collect weapons, as some of you already know. I've got a quite large collection, that being the oldest, and my newest one probably being my Glock 32. Yeah, and let's see, what's the last thing I wanted to? I actually at one time collected Hot Wheel cars. I have no less than 4 of those Tupperware tubs full. We're talking about, I don't know how many gallon they are. They're 25, 30 gallon Tupperware tubs full of new in the box Hot Wheels from the late 80s. I was actually collecting for my son, many of which are 70 Mustang, which I have an affinity for. And there you have it. Now, let's do this. Let's get someone up here and have them tell us about their collection. And our first victim is going to be our good buddy, Ed. Ed, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, awesome. Let me do a real quick change up here, my friend.
I don't mind letting Patty go first. I am a gentleman after all. Let's try.
It's up to you, dude. It's totally up to you. You want to hang out until a little later?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna turn off this other light too, cause seems like my chroma key's acting up.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll
I'll be
bring.
right back.
All
And
right.
let Patty on.
Absolutely,
Lady
dude.
first.
Ladies first. All right. Go ahead and shut your
Yes,
camera off.
Patty.
Yeah, go ahead and shut.
Okay.
I can't hear you, Ed. What did you say? Oh, Patty, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
How are you tonight, hon?
I want to make sure my video's on.
Your video is on.
Yay. Hi,
And
everybody.
there you are. Good evening. I know you've got a ton of collections.
I do. You know what? I don't have them in here, but I do have a collection of very strange instruments.
You do?
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, beyond the Bira.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I used to do a lot of eBay auctions, and the weirder the instrument, the more I did the auction.
Oh, I hear you.
But tonight, what I wanted to share,
Uh-huh.
remember me talking about this red dragonfly?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go full screen there. All right, there you go. We see it.
Okay, and I'm gonna be real careful with my sound tonight. I was really loud the other night.
Oh, I don't think you were.
Anyway, um, so I collect red dragonflies, and there's a story behind why I started collecting red dragonflies. I collect all dragonflies, but especially red ones. So I want to show you this photo.
All right, let me take that full screen again. Almost in focus.
If it'll work.
That looks good right there. There we
Okay.
go. Uh-huh.
That is an actual red dragonfly. I took this photo of him. And first, I would like to know if anyone in the chat has ever seen a red dragonfly.
That's a great question for the chat. And by the way, let me do this real fast. I stopped at Angel Munez. He's here and he's waiting. Bob Dip, how you doing, buddy? Crohn's chick, Sharney, good to see you. I know I missed a few. Viewed this, Tony, how you doing? But yeah, guys, if you've ever, I've never seen a red dragonfly in person. I mean, I've seen your picture, but if you guys have ever seen, anyone in the chat, if you've ever seen a red dragonfly, go ahead and type it in now and tell us about it. So tell us the story, Patty. What was that all about?
Well, just a little backstory. I had like a traumatic childhood event when I was 6 years old, and it happened in the summertime. Or it happened like after first grade, in between first grade and second grade. And so because of that event, as I was an adult, I suffered like a seasonal depression where, when it got to be that time of year and I would hear the sounds, the locusts drove me batty. And just that feeling of summer coming. And then I would go into this depression, and it happened year after year after year. And I'd go to the doctor and I'd get something to kind of help me through it. But when summertime was over, I got better. And so this one summer, it was 2008, and I could feel myself, it was like June, July, and, the sounds and everything, and I could feel myself starting to go down. And I was about to go to the doctor that Monday and get something to help pull me through. And that Sunday, I was going to go that Monday. And the Sunday before, I looked out my backyard window and I saw this guy out there.
Wow.
Yes. And of course, I was like 40, I think I was 46. And of course, he caught my eye. I had never seen a red dragonfly. So I went out there, and I kid you not, I walked right up to him. And he was not scared of me. He didn't fly away. I could get right like this next to him. I could cup my hand behind him, and it was just amazing. He wasn't scared of me. And so I spent like probably 2.5 hours out there, until he flew off, thinking that was so cool. And then I went to sleep that night. And I got up the next day, and my first thought was, I wonder if that red dragonfly is out there again. So I went outside, and sure enough, there he was.
Wow.
Yeah, and again, I walked right up to him. He wasn't scared of me. I could. Uh, by the third day, I don't know why I wasted the first 2 days, but by the third day, I got smart and I grabbed my camera, and so I started taking photos of him up close. I could get right in his little buggy eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and anyway, so just to make, I know we got a lot of people doing tonight, but just to make this a very long story short, this dragonfly visited me every day in the same spot at the same time. And there may have been one day where he came in the evening, but he did this for 18 straight days.
Wow.
Yes, yes. And during those 18 days, I documented, I took photos. I had just taken a photography course.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew how to kind of, do some macro shots and stuff like that.
What great
And,
timing.
What
great timing, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then on the third day, I got smart and I went, I need to be videoing my interactions with this dragonfly. So I started taking video, and I have all these videos of me and my red dragonfly. They're on my YouTube channel, but they're unlisted because they don't have anything to do with music. But I love sharing them. In these videos, you see me get, like I said, right up to him. It got to where I could pet him. I could
Really?
Yes, I could pet his back, and every day I would sit out there and I'd spend time. And as these 8 days were evolving, and I would go to sleep and I'd wake up, and my focus was on that red dragonfly, and the depression started lifting because I wasn't into that. It wasn't affecting me. All I wanted to do was spend time with this red dragonfly. So, put two and two together, why this happened. I'm a faithful person, and I think,
you think it was a sign?
Sent this little guy to me to help get me through that summer. And ever since then, I haven't had that seasonal depression. And what's so cool too is I was on Facebook back then, so I was also sharing these dragonfly videos on my Facebook page every night. And now every summer at the same time, Facebook gives us our memories, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get my red dragonfly memories sent to me every year, and I get to relive them that way too.
How cool. How cool.
Yeah, but I do have a video. If anyone would like to see the series of it, just contact me and I will email you the videos, and you can
Well,
see.
I'm curious, Patty. Why wouldn't you maybe put those to some of your music so that they would fit?
Yeah, I have thought about it. I do have one original arrangement I did where I did throw in some of the footage from the red dragonfly.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
but
they sound awesome, especially since I'm hearing in the chat that that's a rare event. I have to believe it myself because I spend a lot of time outdoors and I've yet to see one like that. I mean, that's just blood red.
oh
Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Oh, he was massive. And as the days went on, I started doing research on red dragonflies, and I
Mm-hmm.
found out that all red dragonflies are male.
Mm.
Yeah, and they're
Cardinal dragonfly.
they're very territorial. So, like, he got in that spot, and it's like, you know, I
Nope.
guess he just wanted me. I just wanted him. But it was an amazing experience. And whenever I can share that story about how that dragonfly he got me through a rough time, and I got to pet him.
Yeah,
Day
that's remarkable. That's
Oh,
actually even more remarkable than a red dragonfly in my
yeah. Another thing that happened is I filled up a plant mister bottle, and I got to thinking, I wonder if he would like to be misted, because we were in Texas and it was hot.
Mhm.
So this first day I walked outside and he wasn't out there yet, and I just started squirting the plants. And within like 30 seconds, I started misting the plants. He would zoom right there. He was, and there were times when he would stop and he would just hover in the same spot, and I could just sit there and mist him. And then he would go sit, and I'd watch him clean his little buggy eyes. And, oh, it was so wonderful.
That is such a great story. It's such a fantastic story. And you know, the best part about it is that it helped you in some way.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
that is the best part of that story in my estimation.
And it still does help me. I
Yeah.
mean, every time I share it, I relive it. I have these videos. I can go watch them anytime. But
Yep.
like I said, Facebook always regenerates them, at that time of year too.
Sure, sure. So your collection of red dragonflies consists of what? Photos, videos? You've got
Yeah.
a
I
balancer
have
there.
anything I can find that is dragonfly, but especially red dragonfly.
Uh-huh.
I just brought a couple of things.
Sure.
I have a friend that does wire wrapping art, and she made this. Let's see if I can get him up here. Let's see.
There you go.
He made this for me. He is like
Very
really good.
nice.
All wire wrapped, and
Oh yeah. Yeah. Beautiful.
she also made this tile. Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's really pretty. And then whenever there's an occasion and someone wants to send me a card, it's going to always have to do with a dragonfly. So here's
So
one of
everyone's very aware of this, right?
Oh, yes. They all know Patty and her red dragonfly. See if you can see this.
Oh yeah. Pop up.
Yeah, it pops
That's a really
up.
nice one too.
Oh, he's beautiful.
God, I remember pop-ups in my day. In our day, it was just, cardboard.
Yeah. And then I'll show you one more thing and then I'll go.
Okay.
I have, it's called a happy drum, and it is a steel. You know what a tongue drum is?
I sure do. I'm a
Okay,
percussionist,
I
remember?
thought you might.
I've never played one.
Yeah. Well, this one is a steel tongue drum.
Uh-huh.
And when I ordered it, the same girl that made this for me, she's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
She makes didgeridoos and she hand paints them. They're just, oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. But anyway, I had her paint
Oh.
my red dragonfly on my drum here. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, right there. Oh,
Okay.
perfect. Nicely done.
Yeah.
What's that done in?
What her paint is?
Yeah, do you know what that paint is?
Oh gosh, I don't know, but there's his face.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, just bloom.
Anyway.
Yet another family heirloom. Now.
Yes. But like I said, if anyone wants to see those videos, they're really, really fascinating, because it was a really
You can't help to play music. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Well, I do want to see him, Patty. And you know how to get my email address, right? It's on my about page. Let me stop this video real fast. It's on my about page, and yeah, just email me that link if you would. I'd love to see him.
I will. I'll email you the playlist, and you can watch them from start to finish.
Fantastic. And yeah, think more about putting some music to those, because I can see a playlist in that working real well on your channel.
Yeah. I will.
Well, thanks for sharing, Patty.
And you bet. Bye, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Much love to you, hon. We'll talk to you soon. All right, Ed. Yeah. This is where I need that interstitial. You are unmuted, Ed. Let me make a quick change here.
Sure thing. During my Patreon Appreciation Award drawing, it acted fine. I hope my Zoom don't do that during the show tomorrow night.
What happened?
Oh, with the chroma key in Zoom. I hope it don't do that during the middle of the show tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see what it was doing. I was still trying to get my spiel out, but
Oh, it was going like clear, so you would see like white back here instead of
so
my shed.
oh, that's weird. That is really weird.
And as you can see from my shed, I collect many things like you,
Yeah.
from bottles to other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know let's see the hair, Tony.
Oh, look at that.
I was getting a lot of headaches lately, Jim.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
And I knew the hair was part of it. Plus, no, I don't collect scalps.
But you have scalps.
Hopefully, this will go to a very needy child who needs a wig.
Yes, yes.
And that will be shipped off to Wigs for Kids.
Kudos to you, Ed, for doing things like that.
Thank you.
If I could still grow long hair, I'd do the same thing.
Oh, I butchered it. I need some work. You know, if I
Oh, you
spiked
did it.
oh yeah, I did it live last night.
Oh, how did I miss that? I know you said you were going to, but I thought you were just going to record it and then piece it together, dude. I didn't know it was going to be a live one. Dang it.
No, Judy and I were redoing the den, and I'm like, I want to get my hair cut. You know, when we were having brunch,
Sure.
and there's only a handful in town, and I knew a few were closed, and I didn't know what time the other two closed. But I got to their door at like 3 after 3, and oh, it's locked, and they're in there, last person, and went to the other one, last person.
Oh, man.
I'm like, okay, hell with it. Instead of videotaping it and going through the hassle, since it's private property of permissions and waivers and crap like that, hey, why not let the Flash fam in on it and get some chuckles and some airtime?
So this was a last minute decision. I don't feel that bad.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was out all day yesterday, working on my son's fence. So I might not even be able to, I didn't get home until, oh, I bet it was 10 o'clock. What time did you go live with that? Don't remember seeing a notification go up.
Oh, it was around 8 or
Oh,
so.
yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to make that.
Time slot area.
Yeah. Would not have been able to make that. That's okay. I'll go back and watch. It is still a live video, right?
Oh yeah, I keep all my lives.
Awesome. So tell us.
Public.
Yeah.
Well, you all know by the name of my channel and pan and whatnot, I'm a gold prospector, and yes, I do collect some gold.
let me take you full there, Ed.
Okay.
There you go.
Some of these, as you've seen before,
Mm-hmm.
some nuggets, 2 finds. I collected all. It's small, large, it don't matter. It all adds up.
Exactly.
But I used to. My dad was a collector, and he's contributed to a few coin books and mostly token books and catalogs and stuff. I used to have a massive trade coin and or trade token and good for and shits and giggle tokens and all kinds of tokens. To this day, ask Jesse. Oh, where'd they go? But
Oh, you had them all in a pile.
Yeah, I did. They were right there. Oh, here they are. But everywhere I go to this day, like a little kid, where's the coin flattened? You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I have a passport for them. This is like my third one. I'm almost full with.
Oh, very cool.
Everywhere I go, that has one. I do it from all over our great country. I
You got one from Kings Island in there?
No, I've never been there, but I have one from Cedar Point.
Cedar Point, yeah, yeah.
Ohio Caverns, Grand Canyon, you name it, Disneyland.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't been to Disney World yet. I went to the original. Who needs Disney World?
I did too as a child. I loved it.
But let me see. Dole Whip Dad was on last night, and they were talking about Disneyland, and I grew up a mile from there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Actually, I have a pretty cool little thingy from Disneyland, but it's.
While you're doing that, Ed, but hey, Was Blind, how you doing? Welcome back to the show. David, the producer's here. Welcome, my friend. Awesome to see you guys.
I used to sneak into Knott's Berry Farm too.
Oh, you did?
That was harder to sneak in than Disneyland and farther away. But I do have a bicentennial. I collect buttons and other stuff. I have a bicentennial Mickey Mouse button. With, Goofy and Donald and Minnie.
Mm-hmm.
Or Mickey.
Is that Pluto and Goofy in there? Is Goofy in the back?
Oh no, just Pluto.
Oh, just Pluto. Okay, I thought Pluto, Goofy was beneath him.
Mickey and Donald. These are my Civil War tokens.
Nice.
I used to have a lot more. A lot of them are Victory and Army, Navy. But and like you, I have a massive foreign coin collection, mostly Mexican and South American.
Oh, really? Most of mine are Western and Eastern European. Oddly enough, yeah.
Cool. Then quite an extensive paper money collection also. This is pretty much my Mexican right here. Yeah, all Mexican there.
Yep.
Then I have Chile and El Salvador, and my grandmother and grandfather met in the mission fields of Peru. Actually, there's a hospital in the West Indies now, or in the Indy Mountains, that was started as a clinic by my grandmother.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and now it's a hospital. That's cool.
That is cool.
And you know, I have coins at the wazoo.
Yeah, I've got trays just like that. and I still to this day, I will not get rid of a wheat, and I will not get rid of a any of those coins that have silver in them, and I will not get rid of the bicentennial quarters.
Let me pull the curtain a little, my Hollywood curtain.
Oh, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
It's only the Wizard of Oz.
It's only the wizard.
This thing I'm tapping, it's like a pantry. It's 3 foot by 7 foot. That has like 5 shelves, and they're stacked with coins and tokens.
Yep.
But it's a love I got from my old man. He would wake us up. Hey, let's go to the coin shops in the swap meet. When the swap meet was a swap meet.
Yes.
You know, unlike, hey, let's go to the outlet retail center at the drive-in movies nowadays. It was the swap meet.
Yeah.
Good junk, and you could find some real treasures. I was bummed last week, but I totally understood where you were coming from.
Oh,
Uh,
was it worth the wait, Ed?
no, damn it, it should have been last week. But ask Jesse, I'm a stickler for the show must go on, but then again, my show is once a week.
Yeah.
My scheduled show is only once a week, where yours is 5 days. So I totally understand, Jim, and hey, you're a digging brother now also and part of the Flash fam. So you have a get out of jail free card there, brother.
Awesome. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Well, I know you have Angel behind me.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Pardon me, everybody. Thank you, Patty. Your story about the red dragonfly was awesome. I have a couple of times of the year where I get depressed for my own reasons. Some who are very close to me know those reasons. But thank you, Jim. I did have my arrowhead collection too.
And I don't need anything else. I need this.
And then, but these I acquired. This one I found gold prospecting.
Did you really?
Yep. And also these two I found gold
Whoops,
prospecting.
wrong one. Let me get you full there, Ed. There you go. There you go.
That one I believe is a tool or a bow and stick fire starter. Or a drill.
Yeah.
A drill while you work it.
Yep.
That hole's like perfect and it fits in the palm of your hand perfect.
Yeah, so it was probably the top pad.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I found that in my tailings of my header box of a high banker.
Mm-hmm.
And that one right there is a scraper. It fits perfect in the hand and you can tell it's been worked.
So like scraping animal hides.
Right.
Yeah.
No, these are probably Adena woodland error artifacts. There's a big debate on the first people, but they were here before my ancestors were, at least my German ancestors, and before my Norwegian ancestors. But
well, jury's still out on that one.
Yeah.
Am I right?
A lot of stuff gets proven, and we'll never know.
Yeah.
Till we meet our maker, I guess.
Yeah. Well, they couldn't write it down.
On this shelf out in my shop, I have a wazoo full of fossils. So I have rocks of fossils in front of my garage, along my tent shelter where I park my camper during the winter, and my flower gardens. I have rocks all over the place. Some that even fell out my ears or in my
Ed, I think we could have an actual separate show all together about your collections.
I have a whole lot of junk, and a lot of it's my treasure.
Oh man, you know it.
Thank you, everybody. Love your show, my friend. And I'll let these other people get in, and I'll quit hogging airtime.
Well, cool, Ed. Thanks so much for sharing, man. Like I said, yeah, we could go on and on about your collections, I'm sure, for hours. But thanks so much, man. Those are really cool stuff.
My pleasure. Toledo Jesse Mendez has a lot of cool treasures too. Surprised he's not trying to get in here.
Well, if I've locked a meeting because I figure with 2 more guests, I'm probably going to run over 11. But if we don't, then I might pop it back open. He might jump on.
Right on. Tell you later. See you, Jim.
All right, we'll see you. Thanks, man.
Bye.
All right, let me see. I've missed a few people in the chat. Welcome, Gas Station TV. Good to see you. Emmanuel Goffey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who else did I see in here? Outdoorsy Gal. Oh, that'd be Chrissy. How you doing, Chrissy? And of course, Ahmed Jelly Duck 100 is in the house. Brandon B. How you guys doing? Okay, so we got a couple more here. Let me really fast grab Angel here. I don't know if he has been typing in there. I'm just going to type in Angel Munoz. Angel, let me unmute you, my friend. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well, Grandpa Jim. I love you, man.
Love you too, man. What?
But it's been just a hot, sunny day here. This is like the first official hot day, even before the start of summer, because it's been nothing but humidity and hot winds. And I even took a bike ride earlier this evening, and I was sweating like bullets, and it felt like I was starting my own collection of sweat.
I hear you, dude. By the way, I missed Ginger Mom, who's here. Welcome to the show, hon. Back to the show, I should say. Always a pleasure having you. So yeah, you're in Minnesota, so you guys are just now getting into the really warm weather, right?
Yeah, the day like today was not like all throughout last month, and so it was very humid and it was very hot, and I felt like I was collecting sweat.
But do you collect real things as well?
Well, yeah, I do collect real things.
Tell us about them.
I think you are starting I think I'm starting my own collection, and it's all thanks to you.
Are you talking about your appearances on my show?
Well, you cut the guest clips all by itself in separate shorts or separate videos, and you are starting my own collection for me. And my grandson would like to thank you for it.
Oh, you're welcome. And this is going to be what, number 5 now, right?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it's always great giving you a grandson high five, Grandpa Jim.
Pop. Yeah, I can so sink my teeth into that collection, man. That's awesome. You got a ways to catch Ed, though. I think that last.
Yeah, but believe it or not, I think I might be halfway there, because I've had so many collections all my life, and some of them I still do to this day, because the stuff that I collect right now is DVD and Blu-rays, and I have 5 whole boxes of them packed up, and I have like an entire shelf and a half of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but believe it or not, my movie collection used to be a whole lot bigger back in the early 2000s, because back in 2002, when I wanted the downgraded or underrated Disney film, The Country Bears, if anyone has ever heard of it or remember it, I asked for the VHS for Christmas when I was still living with my other siblings and my dad, and he got me for it, and that was the start of my whole collection. But my collection went from one VHS to many others, and then in the mid to late of 2003, I started recording and collecting Price is Right episodes, which I'm wearing the shirt, by the way, because Price is Right is one of my all-time favorite game shows, and I've had a knack for wanting to have every single episode as a collection, and it all started in 2003 when the Bob Barker era was still going on. Mm-hmm. And there would be times where I would pop a recordable VHS into my VHS recorder / player and press record, but I didn't necessarily know how to set own recordings, so that way the recording would automatically happen when I'm away without having to record the beginning of the day and to end, because whenever I had to go to school at 7 a.m. I would pop a VHS to record it, and then would record all 8 hours of programming, and I would just fast forward through things like CBS This Morning,
sure,
and such. And I just never really wanted to do that. But then someone taught me how to start recording. From there on, my VHS collection of Price is Right episodes started happening. And I've recorded many other TV shows. I've recorded Deal or No Deal. I've recorded many episodes of Wheel of Fortune, including many of their $100,000 winners. Because I always loved it when a contestant won $100,000. And I've also recorded strange shows that some people question me as why I would do that, because I recorded shows like Little Einsteins, which, yes, I know as a early teenager it was pretty strange, but hey, if that's something that intrigues me, then so be it. And
exactly.
And then, but one of my first ever collections before the whole TV show collection of VHSs and such happening, I also used to collect old magazines because when I used to live in a, I wouldn't call it like a so-called foster home, but it was basically a building that the parents bring their children to get the necessary assistance and help that they need and such. And then because here where I live, there's a place called Prairie St. John's, and I was in there for about 2.5 years. And during the 2.5 years I was there, I became so fascinated of old magazines, because there was like a 1995 issue of Better Homes and Garden, and then from there I started collecting magazines, but I didn't necessarily know what to do. And from that collection of magazines, turned into another, and I was doing 2 collections at one time, collecting magazines, and then from there turning the magazines into those paper balls of mine. And if anyone is wondering what exactly are my paper balls, let me go grab them and show you.
While he's doing that, Busy Little House, you have a good evening. I understand that you had to just swing by. 3 boys and 1 girl. Oh, wow.
These are
right?
These are my paper balls. I take old magazines and newspaper images and fold the picture that I want, and then the fold sectors of magazines or newspaper ads, and then turn them into strips. One of the ones I have is a image of a shark vacuum, and the one right here that I had in my hand is an image of a Ninja coffee bar system.
Oh, interesting.
So basically, I take various images and turn them into these, and this entire bag that I have right here is filled with them.
Very interesting. Very interesting. That surprises me. How did you get into that?
Well, basically, when I got into it, I wasn't necessarily knowing what to do with the old magazines that I started collecting when I was in that place that I mentioned.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what to do. Then one day, out of frustration, I kind of just took some paper and then put it in my mouth. And yes, that's a bit disgusting for someone to take something like this and stick it in his mouth and to make it like all soggy and wet.
Yeah.
And then out and let it harden. It's a bit disgusting, but when I did it the first time around, I was like, oh, and then an idea just popped into my mind to take images of stuff that I found intriguing and turn them into these.
Uh-huh.
Like of a tedious process in the beginning, because
I bet.
times the strips would like not be perfectly in line, and there would be times when the ball would unravel itself, and I didn't necessarily know how to do it.
Sure.
As time went on, I went ahead and just as it got to a certain size, I went ahead and put the ball right in between my teeth and twisted it up and tightened it. And then after it got to a certain size to where the full image would show up, I went ahead and put it in my mouth. But nowadays, I just use tape to hold it together.
I see. That is very, very interesting. I got to say, Angel, that might be the strangest collection that we'll see in here tonight. I mean, in a good way, like Free to Laugh Now. Welcome to the show, by the way. He says, art is in the mouth of the beholder.
I've be more than happy to like show you how to do one if one of these days if you ever want to have me do a separate stream with you sometime soon, so to talk about strange creations or arts and crafts.
Yeah, one of these days we might do that, Angel. Not tonight, of course, but yeah.
I know not tonight, but if it ever comes down time of like wanting to know what you make or what kind of arts and crafts you do, I could do a live demonstration of how I make one from start to beginning, from beginning to end. I mean.
Sure. Yeah, we'll talk about that. That sounds like a unique idea.
Besides that, I still make the paper balls to this day, but I haven't done one in like over almost a year because I just have been having other stuff happening in my life.
Oh, sure.
But I'm hoping to get back to the process of making those when I moved to Arizona. And believe it or not, when I did this as a full-time hobby of looking through magazines and newspaper ads and making these, there was one point that I even made actual art out of it. One time I made a pencil holder for a teacher, and I even made a chest of some sort for a student. And I also became like a small part of business because I would make these, put them into a Ziploc bag of 100 and put some form of flammable liquid and turn it into a fire starter kit. And those paper balls have been so useful over my years that it has been turned into many different things and many barrage of other stuff.
Yeah. We got a question for you.
Yeah.
Blind wants to know if you ever got a stomachache from doing that.
I never got a stomach ache. Nah.
No.
I mean, because no form of stomach ache, even putting it in my mouth, I never got any form of ink fungus or any form of thing caught into my body.
Yeah, I was worried about that too. In fact, Susan Hamilton wants to know if those are magazines. They're strips of paper from magazines.
Because the ink on newspaper ads and magazines can come off and go into a person's body. But luckily, over the time that when I used to put these in my mouth to wet them up and take them out to harm them, I never had any form of seriousness in terms of health with myself.
Yeah, well, just got to be careful with that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Angel, thanks so much for sharing, man. That was.
Yeah, before I go, I just want to also mention that but when I was living in a group home, I also started collecting many different forms of sporting cards, and because I collected like baseball cards, football cards, and that collection went on from the age of 16 to the age of 21. And when I was at the age of 19, a roommate of mine, when I used to live in the group home, gave me the 2 or 3 full-size trash bags of sporting cards, and some of them even went back all the way into the 1960s and 70s.
Wow, quite a catch there. Pun intended.
Yeah, well, always a catch for me there, Grandpa Jim.
Exactly.
I always love you.
Well, I love having you on, Angel. I so appreciate it, my friend. Thanks again for sharing. And
no problem, man. Hope you have a great night.
Hey, same to you, bud. Bye-bye. Nice. Hey, Angel, you're such a card, my friend. Such a card. No, pun intended as well. By the way, Mitch Parks, 1738. Welcome to the show. I knew when I opened this up, I was going to find some really strange collections. Some of mine I think are strange. Hell, the tactical patches are a little bit odd, but I didn't expect that, Angel. Thanks so much for sharing that, bud. I appreciate that. All right, let's get our next one up here, and I'm just gonna have to name him Henny. Awesome. All right, I have to unmute you. Can you hear me, Henny?
I can hear you.
Fantastic. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing really good. How about you, Jim?
I'm doing great. I am doing great. Enjoyed having you on last Friday.
Oh, thanks, man. It was really fun experience.
I am glad.
Really cool.
I am glad for that. We try to have fun. You know, we want to make sure that people who show up on that show have a good head on their shoulders. By the way, Outdoor Chrissy wants to know what my patch is. It's the Washington State seal. Given that I lived up there for 3 years, she's always asking me about my patches. So what brings you to the show tonight? You got some collections to show, or you just want to chat?
Actually, I have a few collections. One that I'm actually starting, and then
Mhm.
a few that I've had over the years. I'm gonna start with the first one. So I know it's a bad habit, but when I was about 16, I started smoking because my whole family smokes,
Mm.
and I stopped. Well, I tried to stop, and the way of stopping was vaping.
Yep.
And I actually have actually just got a new one. Let's see if I can see it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I know, like weird, like color ones.
Oh, so you
Right now I only have 3.
you're collecting box mods, right?
Yeah, I have a Draco mod, which I used to have like a lot more, but
Mhm.
my fiance like hated me having so many, so I've dwindled it down a little bit. She's like, you don't even use half of these. But yeah, I have those, and the big collections that I like are my like heart and soul over here.
Mhm.
I've laid out in my room. Can I like flip my camera?
Yeah, you should be
Yeah.
able to. There you go.
So
Oh
this
man.
is so my hats. So this started off when I was about 15, and my dad would make fun of me because he'd be like, "You're gonna end up like me," because he started losing his hair when he was like 22.
Uh-huh.
And so I always started collecting hats. This is only a few. I actually have a lot more in the other room, but I didn't want to pull them all out. But I got this one when I went to Puerto Vallarta in
Puerto
Mexico,
Vallarta. Is
and
that actually
then
rattan or is that a print?
it's like
Can you feel it? I mean, is it textured?
it's like wood wick. It's
Yeah. Wicker.
yeah, wicker.
Nice.
And so like I played college football for Carroll University, so I had to get a hat, of course. Went to a Bears game, had to get 2 hats.
Mm-hmm.
Played baseball for high school, had to have a hat. And then when I go golfing, I have a bunch of golfing hats from all the different golf courses I've visited across the United States. But yeah, and then my not most recent, but one of the most recent ones is I collect fancy socks. So whenever it's my birthday or Christmas, my parents buy me a new pair. These are cowboy boots.
Nice.
Sharks. I got these in Mexico. Pina colada. It's like in a coconut.
Yeah.
Chili.
Oh yeah.
And this one are chickens with magnets, so it's chick magnet. Handkerchief one, Christmas one that says
Mhm.
ho ho ho, and then one that's a trout that I wear when I go fishing.
You know it's suspiciously absent from that collection, don't you?
What?
Wisco style socks.
I know. I've been looking at getting a pair.
I love those. You know, the
Just
ones that
haven't
look
yet.
just like a beer glass. I love
Yeah.
those.
So the last collection is something you probably see behind me already, but I collect posters.
Mm.
And whenever I go somewhere, I usually get one. So I have my Wisconsin one.
Yep.
My fiance actually made me this photo poster for when I graduated.
Oh, very cool.
Me and my high school one, I had to get a full printout of me playing.
You're running back?
I got my, I was wide receiver.
Oh, wide receiver. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
23 is
And
off a
then I
low number
got-
normally, so I had to ask.
Got my Bob Marley
Ah,
poster.
yeah.
Got this bad boy.
John Belushi. Is that a print? That's a print from the movie, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, right before he smashes it on the Deathmobile.
And then
I know
got
too much
that
about
one
that
in
movie.
Wisconsin Dells.
Uh-huh.
Like one of those photographs you get on the street.
Mm-hmm.
I got my friend. I'm gonna save this one for last. But I got my friend's poster, which I stole from my fiance. I was like, it's mine. I'm sorry. Got my Brazil flag,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have other posters. Like I have one wrapped up right now because I don't have a spot for it on my wall. As you can see, I have posters everywhere.
Yeah. What is that one?
But it's just from one of my training. They offered like a big poster-sized, whatchamacallit, like group photo of the platoon.
Oh,
But this
okay.
is the newest addition.
Ooh, a Heine mirror.
A nice Heine mirror that actually I got from my fiance's father, and he's had it since he was 20, and they were moving, and he's like, I don't want this anymore. Would you take good care of it? He was like, it's literally traveled with me everywhere, to college, to everything. Like, as long as you will keep it good and in good shape, you can have it. And I was like, deal. This is the greatest thing I've ever had.
That is awesome. Something that meant so much to him. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, take care of that one.
Yeah, it's a mirror too, so I'm like really scared to like break it and stuff.
Yeah, there's always that. I mean, you can, well, I don't know how that's attached to the frame, but I know a lot of people will take polycarbonate and literally put it in front of the picture. Gives a little more
Hmm.
impact resistance in case they're really worried about that sort of stuff.
I might look into that.
I think Chrissy is actually collecting my patches. That's why she keeps asking.
Get all the same ones.
Yeah, exactly. Which is cool. She actually sent me a guy who makes patches. Most of them are iron on, but checked out his store and I'm thinking of buying some. Of course, it's the sickness,
Nice.
right, honey? Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Once you see one, like when we go to the mall, my fiance won't let me go into Lids because I'll just go in there and buy 3 hats, no problem.
Well, and it's funny you got a hat collection because when I was younger, I had the same thing, and I mean, I had just a more hats than I could ever wear. I ended up getting rid of them because I wear them out quite quickly. But now I have the four, the tacticals, and then my everyday hats, which are just just regular khaki tight fits.
Hmm.
Yeah, can't do the trucker caps anymore. But the trucker caps were all the rage in the '70s, so I had a ton of them. Oh man, it was
Yeah, when
awful.
I was younger, my grandma started it when she had a thrift store. She some guy brought in a fedora or something. It was all black with like a feather in it.
Oh yeah.
She was like, "You can have it if you want, because I'm not gonna sell it in my store." And I was like, "Sure." And I wore that thing all the time. Just little 12-year-old me wearing a fedora all the time.
Styling, man.
Exactly.
Oh, geez. Now you need a
Brought
pocket
it back.
watch. Yeah. Some suspenders. Oh, full package, baby. That would have been cool.
Oh yeah.
Well, thanks so much for sharing that collection, man. That's pretty cool. I love the socks because
Thanks.
I don't know anyone else that collects socks. Really, that's very
Yeah,
cool.
it's kind of weird how it started. It started off as me just wanting to look weird at school one day, and it just became a thing. I was like, I love these. Like, you get so many questions about it, especially my trout ones when I'm fishing. I've had the DNR come up to me, looking for asking for my fishing license. And they're
Yeah.
like, "What are your socks?" And I'm like, "Just some trout eating my legs."
Oh, we're just gonna give you a warning this time. Yeah, you got to get a pair of those Wisco socks too, man. Those
I know his his
that would
stuff is so
complete it.
nice.
Yeah, yeah. He's been working hard on it, very hard.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, Patty's hubby had all the hats too. Plenty. Yeah. Oh, crap. My dad makes me watch. Wants to know when your channel's starting, dude.
Once I get my PC, which will be in 2 weeks,
Oh,
and then I'm gonna call up Jared and we're gonna get stuff together. I'm probably gonna go see him once I go up to drill because he lives right where I go to drill. So
very cool. Very cool.
yeah.
Warsaw Patriot says, I'm collecting my own wood engravings. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. He should come on. I may have to extend this. If you guys want me to have another show, because we're almost done here tonight. If you want me to have another show about collections, I'll schedule it in the near future and we can go over some more. Hey, what you might not have known, Henny, is that Donnie Osmond collects purple socks, allegedly.
Purple socks.
Yeah, she says apparently, but yeah, purple. How many purple? Well, I guess you could get several purple designs or have them made. But
Yeah.
oh, I got a question for you. You're a young man. Actually, you're a bit younger than my son and my daughter-in-law. Is they're just about ready to turn 30, and it seems all the rage with their newborn, and and even them themselves. Everybody's like wearing, two different socks instead of a pair that matches. They're all about the mismatched pair. Is that a thing where you're at?
I don't do it. I don't know. That's just weird to me. But my fiance does it.
She
A lot
does.
of her friends do it too. I mean, I feel like it's more of a girl thing. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
I
I know
never
my
got
boy
into the
does, and he wears.
mismatched thing.
Yeah, my boy wears
Yeah,
boots all the
I've never
time. But
done it.
yeah, but my granddaughter's a little girl, and her mother, and it's like all about the different socks. They buy pairs, but they mix them up all the time. And I just wondered if that was local or if that was. And it sounds like it might be nationwide. So interesting. And you've got the tools to do it if you ever want to go down that road. talk
Oh
about a
yeah.
talk about a strange one. Well, very cool, man. Thanks so much for coming on and sharing those. That was great. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. You think I should do another show on collections?
Oh yeah, this is really cool.
It's
I
so
really love that
it's so
red dragon.
interesting.
I've never seen a red dragonfly. That was crazy.
Oh, I know. And the picture she got from it, or pictures, and I can't wait to see the videos. That will be cool. Patty already wants me to do another collection show. Sweet. All right, I will. That makes it easy content for me because I'm constantly thinking about subjects that I can come up with, and if you guys want me to do it, I will absolutely do it. I actually did mention some of my collection stuff. So, well, all right, dude. But oh, have you typed in the chat at all?
Me? No.
No? Okay.
I watch on my PS4, so I can't.
Oh, that's right. All right. Well, cool. Well, again, like I said, thanks for coming on, man, and sharing that with us. That was fantabulous. Well,
Yeah, thank you for having me.
you bet. We'll get you on again and talk about whatever. How's that sound? Oh, well, especially when you get your new PC in and start that channel. I'd like to help you and Wisco in any way I can. Sound good?
Oh, yeah, sounds good to me. Thank you.
Hey, you bet, bud. Hey, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thank you.
You bet. This was actually a much different show than I expected, which was cool because you never know what to expect when somebody tells you that they've collected something. Yes, I know I should have done a deep dive, but I'm going to get back into the deep dive. I apologize, guys. I've slacked on that, but I'm getting more guests now, and it's hard to deep dive every one of the guests. But I tell you what, starting tomorrow, everybody gets a deep dive again. We're going straight back to deep dive. How's that? All right, you heard it here first. But tonight, however, we're at 11:06, and I'm going to call it a night. I've got an entire deck to sand yet again. Getting ready to stain. We got parties coming up, vacation coming up. Gots to do it. Did I see Pusha Studios in here? Nah, I didn't see him. I haven't seen. Oh, he is. How you doing, Andrew? Oh man, I can't believe you guys are in. So you guys must be done. Cool. Well, welcome to the show, Pusha Studios. I appreciate you being here as always. Right at the end, I almost survived the new wheel. All right, guys, but I got to call it a night. Like I said, I got a busy day tomorrow, and I gotta get some sleep. I didn't get crap for sleep last night after working so much. This is killing my back. I don't know how much you guys have. Those of you who are in pain. I'm fine when I'm moving. I always overextend myself, and then I pay for it, and I know I'm going to pay for it. Thanks, Pusha. I don't know if it's Zane or Andrew, so I vapor lipped. And Bob Dip's lurking in the background. Thanks for lurking, Bob. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. enough chattering from me. I will schedule another one of these collections videos because I think they're so great for sharing what it is about people that makes them want to collect. What they collect says so much about them, and I love that. So you guys are going to have to look for that soon. However, let's see here. Oh, I'm so lost. Okay, tomorrow night, make sure you join us 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've forgotten what I've listed for tomorrow night, and I'm just dead to the world here. So listen, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks to all you guys in the chat. It looked like there's some great conversations going. Again, if you guys ever want to say something to me directly, make sure that you tag me. Thanks for all you have watched this after it's processed. If this sounds like the type of content that you enjoy, please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Like I said, we're live every weeknight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we invite you on to talk about anything you want to. That's going to be it for me tonight, though, and I leave you with this. Make sure you treat others the way you want to be treated. If we all did that, this world would be a fantastic place. Take care, all, and we will see you live.